You read the title, right? I'm trying to become a superhero in 30 days. Now, let me just explain to you the premise, okay? Let me explain to you what happened for me to start doing this. So on May 22nd, I took off my shirt, I finished eating, and I looked in the mirror. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. The same old line everybody says, but it really hit me. I was bloated, I was out of shape, everything was falling apart, okay? Now, after looking at myself, I was like, I can't do this. And you know what's crazy? I've been fit for a while now. Like I always been limited to my fitness. I always like trained, but I never pushed myself further on how far my body could go. So I looked at myself, I was like, nah, this is not it. And I told myself, you know what? Let me try something crazy. Let me just see how far I can go with myself, mentally and physically, with the help of comics, anime, and video games. Now, let me just show you what I just made to help me motivate myself to do this, okay? So you're gonna see here a picture, okay? So this picture here, I made this collage of the things that really inspired me growing up, the things that really motivated me growing up, and I was like, okay, these are the characters I want to be like, like that feeling of strength. So let's start off with the top left. It's Batman, man. Like Batman he's the richest ever, but he wants to help. He wants to defeat the villains, even though he could live a rich, full life. Like he doesn't have to do that. He does it. That kind of heart, that kind of, even though you don't need to, but you're doing it for the good. That's the mindset I always had. Okay, we're starting with Batman. Then we have on the right side Spider-Man, that says never give up. Never give up. Always been my motto. I used to watch WWE. If you guys are fans of John Cena, that was his motto too. Never giving up. No matter what it is, the fight keeps going until my last breath. And that was it. I was like, nah, I can't stop this from. I can't let anything stop me from making or becoming who I want to be. And that was like, no matter how hard it is. And Spider-Man has always been true to that. Till like, even though he's about to die, he always gives his all. On the right side of it is Vegeta in the chamber. Growing up, also I used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I think I watched, and it was just cool. The spiritual part, the becoming of a Saiyan, the fights, the training, and particularly I always loved Vegeta, the sense of never giving up. Even though he's not the strongest, but his tenacity, his heart to just pour and give and give and give and just keep fighting is what I loved and cherished about the character. And he has like one of the best character developments I think in any anime. Like from who he was to who he's becoming and who he is for his sons and all that. Just to Goku, and it was just awesome. And him training in the chamber is like, for me, like I'm locked in, man. Locked in the chamber. We have All Might. All Might from My Hero, man. Ever since I watched My Hero, like it was a newer anime, I was like, damn, man. Like he's inspiring. Like that's what I want to be. I want to inspire. I want to inspire people, man. That's my whole goal, and what I'm trying to accomplish is just, no matter what I'm doing, is just to inspire you, even if it's a 5% or a 0.5% or 50%, whatever the case may be, is just to inspire. And I was like, no, All Might, no matter what, him too, he gives his all, no matter what it is. Even though he has his last 0.1% of the all for one, he just push, or one for all, I forgot. He just keeps pushing, man. And that's what I want to be. At the end, you stand. That the specific pose is like raising up in the air. It's like you're still standing, no matter what. No matter what the bruises are, the obstacles are, you are still standing. Representation of my faith. I believe in God, believe in Jesus, and that faith is very important. Like without your faith, like you won't be able to accomplish anything. Personally, in my opinion, and that's what's been keeping me going this all time. And for me, it's like God got my back. No matter what I'm going through, He got my back. And you can see right there, it says God's plan. Trust in the Lord, man. You know, you have to put in the work. You have to trust in Him. No matter what you're trying to accomplish, everything will be all right. And that's the mentality I have also. Then we have Kratos on the right side. Kratos, man, his character development, and like when it comes to video games, like that's why I loved, man, because it was one of the like someone that was raging and angry and, you know, trying to get revenge for his family, turning into like that soft dad, trying to teach his kid to be different from who he was. I used to be a very angry kid. Not gonna lie, I used to be a very, very, very angry kid, and everything changed until I started developing this peaceful mindset within me and within the world around me. But Kratos, what I love about him is just his tenacity to just go get it. You know, keeps going. Like no matter how big or small the opponent is, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna put you down. And that's who I am. Like no matter what, like no one in front of me. I'm not invincible. You know, I'm a human being at the end of the day. I bleed the same like you guys, but it's just that hunger of like, no, I'm gonna make this happen. Is also why I put him there. And then we have just right beside him, we have the lock in. It's a quick reminder always in the morning, like lock in, man. Like it's you got one shot at this. You got one freaking shot at making this happen and making this true. And you have no choice to just lock in. And then we have Silver Surfer on the left. That's like the last picture I put in there. Why I'm actually drawing him on the cover, but Silver Surfer is because he's he's alone. You know, it's a lonely path. Like doing this whole thing is a lonely path. Like I promise you, you won't have friends, you won't have family to understand what you're doing. If you have a partner, like great. I have a great partner that's very supportive of what I'm doing. But even though you have a partner, it's a lonely path, man. It's you versus you all along, like all along. Like you have no freaking choice to just lock in and make it happen. Like no one's gonna take your hand, and that's what Silver Surfer represent for me. He's alone in space, man. He Galactus tells him what to do, but at the end of the day, like he's alone, man. He has to go do his job, and that's it. He doesn't have the weekends to talk to a friend, you know. So that's why, like, I love that character. Like, no matter what it is, like he's like a lone wolf in that path of making greatness, you know. So that's why that's what my why is, you know. Why am I doing all of that, and my motivation. And right beside that, I put a picture of, you see here, on my weight or what I looked like. And it's just it's a reminder of me, like, damn, like, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to look like that. Like, I really don't want to look like that. I kind of want to look like Kratos and Silver Surfer, like I showed you guys, but I know I will. And it's an extreme challenge. It's maybe not the best thing, the best way to do it. People like take your time, but that's what I like. I love a challenge. I love a pressure, and I feel like that's how I develop myself, giving those pressure to myself instead of life giving me pressure. So that's what I'm gonna do. On top of that, I kind of cheated because I started on the 22nd, so it's been like what, 8 days, 7 days. I started already. Now I am gonna do that the whole month of June until July 1st. So the end date is July 1st. Okay, and that's the end goal. And I'm 170 pounds now, so I want to get onto to 150. I think it's doable. You know, I'm not the best at calorie counting all that, but I'm actually counting my calories of what I have to eat. So it's gonna be a crazy, crazy road. And on top of that, I'm preparing for Comic Con, which I have to do 500 items, which includes sketch cards, covers, original art, prints, and I'm actually excited to do them. So I just have to be more organized and have to do lists so I don't get lost in the sauce. Yeah, that's about it. So the way I'm going to proceed in doing this challenge is going to be strength, it's going to be speed, fighting style, and what else? I'm missing a fourth category. I might put it here. So each week, I'm gonna try to like develop those areas of my life, and I'm gonna do an update every week of June. Maybe, hopefully, I can do one video if I'm not too busy. One video per week within that categories, and if not, like maybe 2 videos next month showcasing you guys the progress. It's probably gonna come out the end of the month of June. So I don't know. I'm gonna check how I'm gonna put it, But yeah, that's the intro, y'all. This is the intro to what I'm trying to do, what I'm going to do, and hopefully you guys are along here following me along the journey, man. It's gonna be hard, but I know it's going to be worth it, and it's gonna it's gonna rebirth a newer version of me, which is needed in those moments. So going through a lot now, but it's, how can I say, it's part of life, but at the same time, like, when they say you choose your heart, I'm choosing this because I know the reward is 10 times rewarding, basically. So hopefully if you watch till the end, thank you, and if you haven't, thank you, you're still watching the video. And let's make this happen. So take care, y'all, and I see you guys on episode 1 of part 1 of the challenge. I'll drop it at the end of the first week of June. So take care.